Hey, how's it going, guys? So I was on the Pokemon website doing some research on the new Pokemon, and this first video is going to be about the Legendaries and the Guardians of the new ones that were announced for Sun and Moon. So I went on the Pokemon tab for Sun and Moon, and I went on the Legendary tab to I thought that the new Totem Pokemon was going to be on there, the new Guardian, and he's not actually. So I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, maybe they just didn't add him because he's not officially a Legendary type. So I went to his tab, and I went to click on him. And there was this little bit of information that said on the paragraph, it said, although it's known as a Guardian deity, it's surprisingly fickle Pokemon and will not necessarily come to your aid if you need help. So I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, maybe this isn't a Legendary. Maybe it's kind of like a Lucario of the region or a Zoroark. That's not really legendary, but they're kind of has that legendary presence to them. So, and then over here it says about their ability where they kind of, release electrical terrain. And then also they said something about here where it says they have a new move called Nature Madness, which slams into an opponent and reduces his Pokemon HP by half. So it's kind of like that move. I think it's Super Fang or Hyper Fang. It's one of those two, and it cuts the Pokemon's HP in half. And so what would be really amazing with this Pokemon is you send it out in the beginning of the battle, it releases that electrical terrain, and then you use that move, cut that Pokemon's HP in half, and then hopefully you survive, or you might have like a choice band or something like that. Hopefully it survives that first turn, and then after that, you could just fuck it over with any electric type move that you have. So this Pokemon can be very, very competitive, even though it might not be a legendary. And then I looked over here in the bottom, it says Dbzcuban. I cannot pronounce his name. I just will call him Totem Pokemon. Or the newest Guardian, how about that? Can store up electricity by enclosing itself in the shells of its arm, and also appears to enter this form during other special times. So I wonder what those special times would be. Maybe when it uses like a new move, like kind of like a protect, like the King Shield for Angus Slash, or maybe when its HP gets low, it changes its form. Um, Also, it says how it increases it into like its electricity when it's enclosed in there. So I'm guessing its stats will go up. You know how King Shield reduces, like when you hit King Shield with a physical attack, it reduces the opponent's either was it attack or defense. It's one of those, and so maybe when he gets in, when he kind of uses its presumably its move for protect, it increases its attack or electricity attacks, which would be really, really powerful. Like, this Pokemon can be so much better than Angus Slash. And yeah, I can't wait to like find out like more information about this Pokemon. This Pokemon got me very interesting. Like, this Pokemon might be like the best competitive Pokemon out there. And also when I went on the Legendary tab, I saw that this was here. I don't remember hearing anything about this, but it says that Solgaleo Radiant Sun phase and Lunala's Full Moon phase, and it just looks so powerful. Just look at Solgaleo, it rolling out. It's just like, he like, oh my god, that looks so powerful. And then Lunala just looking so majestic there. So I'm guessing this is kind of like a primal form for them, and I'm guessing this is where Solgaleo's going to get the fire typing, and Lunala's going to get like the dark typing, or maybe something like that. Hopefully, because Ghost and what is it? Ghost and Fairy or Ghost and Psychic? Oh yeah, it's Ghost and Psychic, right? And then he's Steel and Psychic. So maybe their typings will completely change in this form, and it's probably like kind of like a primal phase, kind of like Groudon and Kyogre have. And I was reading over here, it says Solgaleo and Lunala are two Pokemon that hold important key to the story. The forms that these two Pokemon take when they release their mighty power, and now revealed as Radiant Sun phase and Full Moon phase, both appear to be shining with a stronger light than in their previous released forms. What will these two do when they release their full power? So I'm like, just by reading that, I'm 100% convinced that this is their primal form. I'm 100% convinced. Like, just look at that. That looks like that's how they're supposed to be, like a shining light. Because it's the moon and the sun. It's looks like how they're supposed to be. Like, this is probably them before they kind of like have reduced like to this, just normal casual Pokemon, and then when they fully get aggressive, I wonder what would unlock their primal form. For Grounded, it's the orbs. I wonder what would it be for this. Yeah, it's just there's so much that like so much questions, and like this new bit of information just left us like scratching our heads. It's just I don't even know. I don't even know if this is new or not, because I haven't been on the Pokemon website for a while, but I never heard anything about this, and it just looks so freaking powerful. I'm mad hyped for this game. And then also, I'm guessing the only reason why Zargard isn't there because he's not a new legendary. So let's look at over here. It just says about how Zygarde core and Zygarde cells and how they produce that. Yada yada. It's information we already knew. And then it says over here he has two abilities. He has Aura Break and Power Construct. So what are these two abilities? Does it say anything about it? No, really, it doesn't say anything about it. It's ground type move, but it can damage even flying types. Okay, yeah, that's talking about 1,000 arrows. Limited ability. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that. I'm guessing that's the ability that turns it into perfect Zygarde. But but he has two abilities? Like, how would that happen? I'm guessing this would be his ability on its own, and then when it might have two abilities at the same time. I don't know how that would work. Let me see about yeah, 50% has the same thing. So I'm guessing when their HP is low, it's their second ability comes in. So they have two abilities at the same time, which is pretty interesting. And then what? Yeah, like this one only has Power Construct. It doesn't say anything about it in the information. Yeah, this bit of information just left us scratching our heads even more. Hopefully we'll get answers soon enough. And I guess this is the end of my first video. I'll do some more videos on the other Pokemon. I'll probably do a separate video for the Beetle, because the Beetle is just like, oh my god, I love that Beetle. That Beetle has so much potential. I'm going to upload this to my Dbzcuban Talks, and I'm also going to do it to my Dbzcuban Reacts, because I don't have a lot of subscribers on my Dbzcuban Talks. But normally I would do these videos on my Dbzcuban Talks channel. So please go down on the link below if you're watching this from the Dbzcuban Reacts, and subscribe to my new channel. And I'll see you in the next discussion. Bye bye, guys. Bye.